You can see how fluffy this is. This is also very moisturizing. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is PB here. I'm going to be showing you a lot of home remedies, how you can make and formulate your lotions at home. Today especially, I'm going to be showing you how to make organic base. This video is highly requested from my lovely subscribers, so I'm giving it to you as a pop-up for the new year. So guys, if you enjoy watching this channel and you'd like me to make more videos like this, hit on the notification bell below so that you'll be updated with every new video I make. Also like, share on other social media platforms. Let's get down to work, guys. So guys, to start off with our formulation today, like always, hygiene is very important. I'm going to be washing my hands with soap and some warm water. Then I'll be taking you over to my ingredients. These are all the ingredients I'll be needing today to make this formulation, to make this plain lotion formulation. Here is my BTMS. It is a vegetable-based emulsifier used to emulsify lotions. Here also is xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is a thickener. You can use this to thicken up your soap or lotions. I'm going to be mixing this into glycerin. Here's glycerin. It has antimicrobial and antiviral properties. It is very good to make base lotion. It's a very good oil to make base lotion. I also have here cetyl alcohol. It's commonly used as an emollient that prevents drying and chapping of the skin. When making your base lotion or base cream, cetyl alcohol will make your lotion have that moisture. It's very good to add into a plain lotion. I'm going to also be incorporating this into my lotion today. Here I have coconut oil. Coconut oil has so many health benefits. It also reduces dryness, thereby adding moisture to the skin. I'll also be needing sunflower oil in this formulation. This is a very good emollient. My other ingredients include water. As you can see, I'm going to be leaving the measurements and the ingredients under the description box for you guys to see the correct measurements to use. Here's also an empty jar which I'll be putting in all my emulsifiers to melt and make this plain lotion. So as you can see, I already have all my ingredients, my instruments ready. Before you start making your lotion, I would advise you have all your gadgets ready. Like I have mine ready, all your measurements. Please do not forget to measure in grams or in percentage. Do not use tablespoons to make your measurements. I'm going to be starting off with mixing my glycerin, vegetable glycerin, with the xanthan gum. I'm just going to be mixing this together to form a paste. Just turn your ingredients together, mix very well and set aside. Form a paste and set aside. We're going to be using this later after we heat the oils and water. So I'm just turning this, mixing this paste, mix very well. Quick tip guys, this is xanthan gum. It is a thickener. You can use it also in soap and in lotions. Yes, if your lotions or your soap are not thick enough, if they do not lather, you can use xanthan gum to thicken it up a little bit. That does not change the effectiveness of your base. Okay, so here I have my jar. I'm just going to be turning in some of the sunflower oil in there. This is my base oil. You can also use olive oil as your base oil, but I've decided to use today sunflower oil and some coconut oil. I'm just going to be turning also some of my coconut oil in there. This coconut oil is in solid form. You can also use coconut oil that is in liquid form. I use that sometimes, but I have the coconut oil in solid form right now, so I'm making use of what I have. I'm also going to be turning in all my emulsifiers. This is BTMS 50, and this is my cetyl alcohol. I'm going to be turning them in there, and this is actually my oil phase, and on the left hand side is my water phase. So I have on one part my oil phase, and the other part I have my water phase. So I'm actually going to be doing a double boiler method. You want to melt your oils and emulsifying wax on very low heat, so you do not tamper with the effectiveness of the ingredients. So I'm just going to be leaving this to melt. Then I'll be showing you the next step. Yes, guys. So guys, it's nice to know for a lot of us who are new into cream formulations, I'm making base cream from the scratch. I'm going to be making a video very soon on how you can measure formulations, because a lot of my students have problems in making formulations, how to measure formulations. Yeah, how to measure formulations in percentage. They have difficulties in converting from percentage to gram. I promise to make a video of how you can measure formulations, the secrets of how I make conversions from percentage to gram. So guys, you can also Google wholesalesuppliersplus.com on how to calculate your batch, how to calculate and measure formulations. You want to check up from time to time to see if your emulsifiers and oils have melted. Do not cook, just on a very low heat, so that the oils melt and your water gets heated to 70 degrees centigrade. This is actually distilled water. I've not used tap water for this formulation. So this is it, guys. Our oil phase has melted, and you want to make sure your oil phase and your water phase are of the same temperature. You can also measure the temperature of your oil and water phase, which I'm not doing right now because I use the same heat to melt, to heat my oil and water phase. So to make my lotion, I'm putting water into oil. But when you're making cream, you're going to be putting your your oil into water. So right now I'm just going to be turning in my water into my oils and emulsifying wax. I'm going to be using a whisker today. You can use a mixing machine or a hand mixer. So I'm just going to be whisking this. I'm going to be whisking this for some time until it thickens up a little bit. I'm just going to be whisking. After when it thickens up a little bit, I'm going to be adding in some of my xanthan gum that I mixed earlier with glycerin. Just going to be turning that in there and continue whisking. Just going to be whisking until this formulation thickens up. The xanthan gum in there, it's a very effective thickener, and it's a good stabilizer also to prevent this formulation from separating. So this is actually why you can omit the xanthan gum, but this is actually why I like to use xanthan gum for my formulations, because this is like a base cream to me. After making this base, I still go ahead to add lightening oils, brightening oils, glowing oils, depending on what my clients desires. This plain lotion can be used on its own. It's a very good moisturizer. You can use this on dry skin, for promixing, you name it. You can do a lot of things with creams or lotions that are made from the scratch. And the most important of all, you know what is going into your body. Another question is if this is cheaper. I wouldn't say, unless you're making this in a very large quantity, so you can save a lot of money if you're making in large quantity. So now I'm going to be putting in 2 grams of essential oils. I already mixed in my essential oils into this container. I have lavender oil in there, tea tree oil, and some other essential oils which are already mixed into that container. I'll be needing 2 grams of that. I'll also be needing 2 grams of vitamin E oil, which I'll be turning into the mixture. Note guys, the degree of this lotion is already 40 degrees, so you make sure before adding in your essential oils, make sure that the degree is already on 40 degrees. So I'm going to also be adding a little bit of my preservative into this mixture before I continue to stir. You need to whisk everything in, mix all the oils and ingredients that you've added into this formulation. You just want to mix it in, incorporate everything properly together. So if you're making this as a lightening lotion, you can go in and add in all of your lightening additives. If you're mixing in powders in here, if you're mixing in whitening powders, you can go ahead, double boil your whitening powders. At this point, you want to mix it in, or if you have other oils that you want to mix in, at this point, as you mix it in, you can also add glycolic acid, lactic acid to turn it into a whitening lotion. So here is my container. You can use any container of your choice. I'm actually going to be spraying this with some alcohol. This is 91% of alcohol before starting any organic creams formulation from the scratch. This is a very important step. Sanitization. You make sure your hands are properly washed. Everything you're using should be properly sterilized. Organic is very sensitive. If we're doing promixing, you do not have to be this careful, but if you're making organic base cream, then it should be 100% sterilized. So guys, after spraying my container with alcohol, I'm also going to be wiping that dry and leaving it to sit for some time before I turn in my lotion. So guys, you can also go ahead and pour in your lotion into a lotion container, but I'm going to be adding in some brightening additives into the solution, which I'll not be showing in this video. So guys, you just have to allow your container to sit for some time. Then I'm going to be transferring my lotion, my already formulated lotion, into my container. Another important fact is shelf life. I get a lot of questions about shelf life. This is organic. We're using water in here, and water gives a lot of room for contamination. So I will highly advise that you try to work in a sterilized environment, and make sure you use pump bottles to store your creams or lotions, and store in very tight container. Also keep products out of exposure from sun or exposures to UV rays. That can also damage the creams or formulations. And try to store in a dry and clean place. So this is it, guys. After leaving for some hours, this is what you get. This is really fluffy and moisturizing to the skin. Try this at home, guys, and leave your comments under the comment section. Let me know what videos you'd like me to make next. Thanks for watching, guys.